Okay, so I was working with Randy on the side over there, and I actually saw a few people doing this where they're striking while they're rolling, okay? So I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying anything is wrong or right. I'm just saying some things are more efficient than others, and like I said, choose the tool that you want to use for the job. Now, what happens is, let me just kind of show this here. If I throw a cross, now, actually, let's just look at my body here, right? I turn, I throw a cross, my roll, I come up, and I throw a cross. You see how there's this circle right here? This is very boom, boom, boom. I can get a lot of punch out of that because I don't have to throw it that hard. My body's in motion. It's like when you watch the movie Finding Nemo and they talk about that current, right? The whatever Australian current or something like that, right? Yeah. If you get in that, you don't have to swim as hard, and it even pushes you further. So if I can get in a flow, I would rather stay in the flow because I use the least amount of energy. It's basically like I'm switching to Prius mode and I'm not using gas. And when it's time to open up gas, I have a full tank because I haven't been burning it. Because what happens is if I throw a cross, or stay right here, okay, say I throw a cross and I roll here, go here, and I put this and then I put this, what happens is now this punch is at 70% power. It's not going to be as strong because I'm getting out of the flow. Cross, punch, and then I throw a cross again. Notice I got out of that flow. So you can go either way. If anything, I would actually maybe if I throw the body shot, I wouldn't throw the final cross. I would just go here. Boom! And I would use that. Because I'm already in motion. Oh, sorry. I'm already in motion and I would stop right there and then I'd back up. Now we start again. But if I try to do both, boom, boom, both of those punches are going to be weak. Might as well not throw it.
You're resetting after the hook? Or?
I'll reset after the hook. So if that was the case where I just go to the body, right, I'm going to put, this is my exclamation point, boom, and I back up. After I throw this hook, I come here, because this time I'm not rotating it back because it's in motion. Here, I'm going out that way. Here, boom, here, then I just jab out just in case he decides to throw some funky stuff at me, okay? So that's what I would do. Again, that's what I would do. What you're going to do is what you're going to do. The idea is I just want you to see what I see, be able to think how I think, and you make your own decisions for yourselves. Questions? No? Yeah, so it's the same for the cross and the hook, and we're going to get into this later, but so you can see it now. Understand body mechanics, okay? Now this comes from after I studied kinesiology, my martial arts really changed because now I was dissecting the human body. So it's like, okay, this is how I was taught to throw a punch. This is how I was taught to throw a kick by the old masters or whatever, you know. This is how a punch is thrown in boxing. This is how a kick is thrown in karate or whatever it is. But then now I'm learning the human body and it's okay, anatomically, can I take this apart, add more power, make it more efficient, use less energy, and put it back together? And it may not look like a traditional punch, and it may not look like a traditional kick, but I can throw it faster and harder than you can throw yours. Because I'm now just going with the human body, not with the discipline of boxing, or the discipline of kaju, or wrestling, or jiu-jitsu, or whatever the discipline is. I'm not looking at it from a discipline standpoint of this is how it's always been done. I'm looking at it from a human anatomy perspective of what's the most efficient way I can get my body to execute this movement of whatever it is that I want. Okay, so when I throw a cross, everything's in a circular movement, right? Because if I get into a circle, there's this flow that just happens. So my shoulders will come forward, my knees will dip down, it rolls back, it comes up. That's very square, right? Forward, down, back, up. Same thing with the hook. I throw a hook, my hook goes back, down, forward, up. Back, down, forward, up. Hook. Hook. And when I throw this, because I have a little bit of shoulder now, it like revs that cycle up. Boom, 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 boom. And I have this cycle that happens. Questions? No? Ready, break. Get some water. Take a couple minutes off.